real struggle. Yeah, Jonathan says, "Why do I keep doing this?" Right? why? Why do we keep doing this? We love our team, right? And after last year's NLCS Game 6, we were expecting big things this year, you know. And I know a lot of you guys pointed out in the chat, the Mets didn't do enough in the year in the off season. Yeah, they got Soto, and they replaced some of the pitchers they lost, but you know, Nimmo's downgrade. He's getting worse and worse. It might be time to DH him and put somebody else out there, but let's get going here. Let's say hi to some folks that are here early. Raymond was here saying good afternoon. Bud saying good afternoon. Let's go Mets. Natalie's here. What's up? Welcome back, Natalie. We'll probably be here for the whole live because we're on PIX and we don't have that. Jake is here. I think he's going to be on a pitch count. I'd be very surprised if he makes it past the 4 to 5 innings. Well, then they shouldn't have brought him up then, Jake. You could be right, but they shouldn't have brought him up then. Lux is here saying hello, John. Greg's here saying the Mets suck, but can they make the playoffs? Well, right now they're in the last playoff spot. So, yeah. Hoping McLean can deliver today. Oh, Charles Adderley is here. What is going on, Mr. Charles? Great afternoon. LFGM. Hi, everybody. What's up, Jackson? Charles letting everybody know. Welcome to the PAS Network live stream broadcast. Man, excuse me. Saturday afternoon edition of MLB baseball action. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. SNY going to another commercial here, or PIX today. A couple games going on right now in baseball. The Cubs and Pirates are tied up at 1 in the 7th. Blue Jays have a 6-0 lead over the Rangers. Phillies and Nats just getting underway, as well as Marlins Red Sox. Then Brewers Reds at 6:40, Braves Guardians at 7, Orioles Astros, White Sox Royals, Tigers Twins, Yankees Cardinals all at 7, Diamondbacks Rockies at 8, Rays Giants at 9, Padres Dodgers at 9, and Angels and A's at 10 o'clock. Some NFL scores. The Dolphins, let me refresh this. The Dolphins lead the Lions 21-17. Colts lead the Packers 19-16. And the Patriots lead the Vikings 20-12. 49ers and Raiders here at 4 o'clock. Ravens Cowboys at 7. Chargers Rams. Giants Jets at 7. Bucks and Steelers at 7. Cardinals and Broncos at 9:30. Finals from last night. Oh no, finals from today. The Browns beat the Eagles 22-13, and the Texans beat the Panthers 20-3. Finals from last night: the Titans beat the Falcons 23-20, and the Seahawks beat the Chiefs 33-13. Darren's here, saying hello. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Let's not go too nuts in his first MLB appearance. Big moment for the kid, no matter what happens. Exactly. Charles says he's doing great. Natalie says, geez, this will be my last Monday before I start college, and I have late nights because I will have college choir. Good luck in college. Ernesto says, good afternoon all. Let's go, Mets. Welcome in. But welcome in, everybody. I have not gotten any notifications. Oh, Fitzy is going live from Marlins and Red Sox. Hopefully things go well with this Nolan. And the Mets keep him instead of trading. He used to be a two-way player, off the charts when he dropped the hitting. Nolan McLean, the Mets number 4 overall prospect. Yes, he did surpass Sproat. Yep. I believe Sproat will be the next one that gets called up if needed. I'm surprised. What about you guys? I was surprised it was Blackburn that was DFA'd. I'm not going to be surprised when he signs with somebody else. Jonathan also says it's the most I followed the farm in a while, right? And before that, right, the last group really was Alonzo McNeil group, right? Kurt's back saying, "Let's go Mets." Mike says, "What are you snacking on there?" No, it's not Cracker Jacks. And change your name before you're blocked. That's your warning. I like the Mets lineup, but I don't like our pitching. So yeah, the lineup's been fine, right? The scoring runs and pitching has been at. I found Old Bay Seeds, John. Nice. All right, love it. Already have to block some people in the chat. Love it. Love it. Thanks for subscribing long enough and giving the algorithm a little help. Thank you. Lounge says, well, how's everyone feeling today? It's possible the start is a linchpin in the positive turnaround. This is discrimination? No, this is discrimination. See ya. They're building a new iPad Alcatraz, I hear. Yup. Huff saying hi, welcome in. Hope the kid isn't feeling too much pressure. I'm sure he knows what's going on with the team. Yeah, he's been with the team for a few days. Here we go. A Rosarena will lead it off. Inside, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on. Oh, man, look at that slider. 1-1. The 1-1. There's the strike. 1-2. That looked like a fastball there. Nasty. Right, Lux? That was nasty. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Let's go. Darren says, Mets scored 9 runs, but their starters and relievers have been garbage. Yep. Outside 1-0. First batter, first MLB strikeout. Let's go. Here's Cal Raleigh with the home run last night. Has 46 on the year. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. That's a video game slider. It's his lounge. It sounds like this pitcher is fun to see. There's the strike. 2-1. This is technically, it is. Jonathan says this is MLB The Show. Up high, 3-1. Blue Beetle says, my boy McLean, so hyped. Let's go, Mets. Wonder what he's thinking here. 3-1 count. Outside. 1 out walk. Looks kind of calm, too. Yeah, he does. The first pitch to Rodriguez. Inside, 1-0. Charles says, feel inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time, respectfully. The 1-0. And a chopper. McLean will play it. He'll only flip it to first. 2 away. Jonathan. That's how you know it's not video game, right? Where'd he go? Oh, OSU. Go Pokes. He's an OSU Cowboy. Download a nailer. 2 out, 1 on runner on second here. On the outside corner, 1-1. Yeah, pretty good on the gridiron too. Yep. Good luck. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. McLean deals. Fouled off, 2-2. Two and 2 the count. Leo's here saying hello all. Couldn't wait to see you pitch today. Best of luck. Yo, Caps is here saying what up, what up. Be in and out because the Raiders football is on the... Really? You're worried about a preseason game when we got McLean on the mound? The 2-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the first inning. We go bottom 1. Stephen Pryor is here saying hi, PAS and Met fans. Let's cheer on McLean. Let's go. Darren says can't be a Met pitcher without issuing a walk. Yeah, all according to plan by Stearns, right? Gotcha. Gotcha. No worries. Hopefully it's just, what I worry about is just make sure there's no big injuries, right? Great start, says Caps. For the Mets, it will be Lindor leading off. Soto will bat second. Nimmo third. Alonso fourth. McNeil fifth. Alvarez sixth. Mullen seventh. Mauricio eighth. And Beatty will bat ninth. Brian Wu is on the mound here for the Mariners. He's 10-6 on the year with a 3.9 .08 ERA in 23 starts. Has given up 22 home runs in 146 innings, and averages 6 and third innings per start. This guy, the Mets are going to have to work this one. Okay, let's get runs for our starting pitcher. Yes, yes, sir. That's all right, Charles. Caps is a bigger football fan than baseball fan. Understandable. Imagine if Bo Jackson was a two-way player. Bo Jackson was a two-way player. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean pitching and outfield? I'm sorry. He was a two-sport player. Hey, Frank T is here saying greetings to PAS. What's up, Frank? Raymond saying get it started, Lindor. I have a great idea. Let's give the kids some early insurance. Doing a good job. Cal Raleigh having an equipment issue here. Pitch column issue. Bounce down low, 1-0. Jacob's here. What's up, Jacob? Natalie singing. No singing, Natalie. The 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Uh-oh. Hopefully Nurse Carla's okay. He says I'm being Nurse Frankie. Uh-oh. Timeout by Lindor. 1-1 to count. Now, tell Nurse Carla we hope she feels better soon, Frank. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Charles says MLB baseball action live streaming now on the PAS network. Bo was one of the best. My favorite player of all time. I'm still upset at Kevin Walker. And a ground ball to short. Crawford on the backhand. The throw. Got him. Oh, they called him safe. I think he's out. Frank says she smiled. Thanks, Mr. John. I thought he was out. Ronnie thinks he was out. Keith thought he was safe. He's out. They're challenging. He's out. Raymond saying get well soon. Hey y'all, super bored today, so I figured I'd hang with PAS. Will this be the day the Mets win a game? We shall see. So 1 out, nobody on here for Soto. A drastic change is needed with the Mets. And that one ripped. Base hit in the right center field. Soto will stay at first. 9-game hitting streak. Thank you, Charles, for posting the channel rules. Charles says guidelines for chatting. Absolutely 100% no exceptions, no spoilers, no trolling, no spamming, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links, unless approved by the host. And that's hit. Base hit in the left field. Back-to-back singles by Nimmo and Soto. I can see you getting more people in the chat. A negative so-called Mets fan is doing play-by-play. Also today. Oh, is that who I think you're talking about? Let's go, Nimmo. Damian Fowler's here. Hi, John. Hope everything is going well with you. And whoever's wife was sick, I hope she feels better soon. That was Frankie T's significant other. Soto dancing off a second, up and into Pete, 1-0. But thank you, Damian. Thank you, Charles, as well. Also, no exceptions, no profanity in the chat. Be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument. In for a strike, 1-1. Is he still doing it the illegal way, where he's got the Mets broadcast playing through the screen? Up and in, 2-1. Once again, hello to the team there, hanging out with Charles. Up high, ooh, called the strike, 2-2. The 2-2 to Alonso. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Let's go, Pete, says Leo. The 2-2. Called strike 3. What's Pete looking for? My goodness. Hutchins saying, yeah, report them. That's illegal. Good afternoon, y'all. And lines went out to the left, and it'll hold up. We go to the second, still scoreless. Just won't drop, right? The Mets do not seem to get those bloop base hits. Let's go. Let's do this, Mets. Let's go, Mets. I'm here for McLean. McLean. Alright, let's take a look at some other scores right now. I know I have the scoreboard going there. They're going to the 9th inning there at Wrigley. Cubs up 3-1. Blue Jays up 8-1 over the Rangers. Phillies and Nats no score in the second. Marlins and Red Sox no score, bottom 1. All other games are later on. Don't care. Mason, welcome back. How would I know who the White Sox are playing, dude? I'm a Mets fan doing a Mets live stream. Sharon's here saying, Cousin Nolan, let's go. Come on, McLean, keep the MLB, the show moves going. Only McLean I know is the dude from American Pie. Don McLean, put his name on it. Give him some respect. Mets can't get those seeing base hits. McLean or McLean? Yeah, like, which is it? It's spelt McLean. But Gary keeps seeing McLean. Oh, inside, 2-1. He's out for Hans Gruber. And a chopper to short. Lindor over to first, one away. I want Christian Stewart to come back. Got injured last year. Wrong. It's Christian Scott. Adrenaline. Oh, Ronnie talking about us again. Cousin Don. Realizes here saying, hey, John, what's up? Charles says, train the mind and the body. Oh, train the mind and the body will follow. Believe, achieve, and become. Thank you, Charles, for the quotes. 2-0 as that one's outside. Well, nobody's seen him, Frank. Nobody's seen Cope, so we're not sure how he's doing. You want to see the Mets, the Reds, Phillies lose and the Mets win. There's a strike, 2-1. Max is here. That was lounge. And popped up. Shallow left. Lindor waving his arms. 2 away. It was Kristen Stewart. Jonathan says, I still got to share Ronnie's direct number. I'll give you Keith's. Nah, I don't need to talk to Keith. There's a strike, 0-1. How do you get that the Reds are bad when they're fighting for a wild card spot? There's... Don't know where that one missed. 1-1. Chopper foul. 1-2. One and two the count here. The 1-2. McLean deals. We're fouled off again. Some of you guys are hilarious in here. That's why I love this group. The 1-2. Oh, come on, Blue. Holy crap. Let's see. Inside. It was inside. Ripped foul. Still 2-2. Yeah, welcome to the MLB, kid, right? Yeah, he's used to... Well, that was inside, so I really can't... Blue has made some questionable calls so far, but that one was inside. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Sit down. We go bottom 2, still scoreless. I want to see him tap his cap to challenge. We don't want to see that. He'll get thrown out of the game. It was Scott. Yep. Yo, Jeffrey's here. What's up, Jeffrey? Long time no see. Hope your summer's going well. Jeffrey, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate that, my man. Hopefully you're doing well also. It's not on Sportsnet. No, it's not on Sportsnet. Reds are good. Marlins are 58 and 64 or something, by the way. Let's go and get some runs, says Raymond. All right, Mullins, let's get it going. Well, it'll be Alvarez. James Fulmer says Denny McLain was an outstanding. Yeah, Mets broadcast already mentioned that, but yeah, Denny McLain was a pitcher for Detroit in the 60s. Spelt different, though. Yeah, Alvarez, Mullins, and Mauricio coming up. So far, the kid looks impressive. He does. But we'll see second time through the lineup, right? No, Jonathan, but I think Cap says he's doing the game today. I think he's doing the game too today. All right, Alvarez will lead it off here. Fouled off 0-1. Hey, my boss is here. What's up, Kev? Thanks for stopping in. Saturday afternoon. The 0-1 to Alvarez. He did not swing. 1-1. Oh, the way it's showing who's due up, I saw that Mullins was. Oh yeah, until I flip the script like this, it's wrong until I hit the right button. Very thankful to your supervisor. The channel thanks him. Bouncing the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, I agree. Sol's salary cap is a bad idea, using the Mets and Yankees as examples. MLB needs a salary floor first. And Alvarez flies one out to right. Not deep. They got to get some of these owners to start spending some of that money. After the 2024 season, the A's were the 7th most profitable team in baseball. Like, no. Or have them sell. Exactly, Jonathan. I do think they need to do something about deferments, like what the Dodgers keep doing with all their big contracts. The 0-1 to Mullins. Popped foul. Oh, throws the bat. 0-2. Frank says, I can't believe how great the layout is. Respect, right? Much better than it used to be, right? Looks so much... I don't want to say professional, but looks so much better. It just feels different today. I feel like we're going to turn things around. My little daughter's birthday. Wish is for the Mets to win. Let's go. Happy birthday. Agree with the salary floor. Cheap owners ruining teams is terrible. Yep. And that one ripped. That's a foul ball. James says, I agree 100%. The owners need to get the cobwebs off the money, right? Jonathan says same thing. No to cap, yes to floor. And a cap on deferrals. Agreed. DO2. Up high, 1 and 2. The 1-2. Outside, 2 and 2. The 2-2. Swung on and foul tipped, held on by the catcher. 2 away. That'll bring up Mauricio. First pitch to Ronnie. Fouled off, 1-1. The 0-1. Swung on a miss. Can't stay off that high fastball. 0-2. The 0-2. Foul straight back. We'll do it again. The 0-2 to Mauricio. Swung on, man. Come on, dude. He kept going up the ladder and he kept swinging at him. We go to the third. Still scoreless. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Mariners coming up. Crawford, Young, and a Rosarena. Let's look here. Yeah, see, hold on. There you go. I know Caps is who's in and out of our chat. His Raiders are up 10-3 over the 49ers. The Dolphins beat the Lions 24-17. The Packers beat the Colts 23-19. Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. Browns beat the Eagles 22-13, and the Texans beat the Panthers 20-3. Last night the Seahawks beat the Chiefs 33-16, and the Titans beat the Falcons 23-20. My Jets play the Giants tonight. Probably starting right about when we're getting finished to wrap up here. Battle of the Meadowlands, the Snoopy Bowl. Don't know if they still call it that, but they used to call it that. Swung on a miss, 0-1. So I guess we're going to keep switching Vientos in and out of the lineup. I guess. Like, stick with the guy and see what he does. No, Marte is not in the lineup. Outside, 1-1. Okay, I'm back. I seen what I wanted to see. A GNT touchdown. There you go. Swung on a miss, 1-2. LFGM says Caps. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Exactly, Jonathan. First time he gets in trouble, he'll go out there and pull him. The 2-2. And that one lifted out to left. It'll go out of play. You got to keep that streak of no 6th innings. Just for fun, Giants over the Giants tonight. Yep, I take that. And 20 subs, says Frank. Full count, 3-2. Sean M is here. What's up? And a ground ball foul. We'll do it again. Frank says 20. We're at 5 already today. Closing in on 7,200 subs. Let's go. To 3-2. Foul straight back. We'll do it again. New glasses are killing me. Beer goggles are not glasses. Up high, ball 4. A leadoff walk. Second walk from McLean. How can I burn this down? The first pitch. Outside, 1-0. I don't know, Caps. I did not watch any pregame stuff, so I don't know. The 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Stephen K is here. What's up, John? Hopefully the kid will put a spark under the Mets' butt. No worries, Frank. The 1-1. Pickoff throw over. Not in time. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Wow. That fouled off. McLean is the 43rd pitcher that the Mets have used this season. 2 off the Major League Baseball record of 45. Cap says hit that thumbs up. Chat. It helps the channel. I don't know how near we are to that 5-1-5-0. Down low, 3-2. Come on, man. Don't need you walking the 8 and 9 hitters. The 3-2. Pickoff throw again. Come on, dude. New pitchers, all excited for this, and we're getting the same results. Not throwing strikes to the number 8 and number 9 hitters. Now back to the top of the lineup. Now it's when I'm worried. The dreaded bottom of the lineup, right? Always. No, he's not pumped up. He's fine. His first 2 innings were fine. Why would he be pumped up now? Rosarena struck out his first time inside 1-0. Outside 2-0. No, IB, we're not winning this. The 2-0. There, that one's outside, but called the strike. 2-1. That was a ball. There's a strike. 2-2. The 2-2. McLean deals. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 1 away. Cal Raleigh will come up. LFGM, says Frank. Gary giving us credit. Here we go. This is big. Raleigh walked his first time. The first pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. Inside corner. What? The 0-1. The inside got him. He went 0-2. Tried to hold up. He's looking towards the Mets dugout and saying something. Why is Raleigh looking at the Mets dugout? The 0-2 to Raleigh. Ooh, just inside. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. And that's absolutely ripped in the right. It'll get down for a base hit. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. That'll bring up Rodriguez, who grounded back to McLean his first time. Caps just need a double play here. Yup. Up high, 1-0. in for one to throw the fake. Double play! What a play! Unbelievable. Bases loaded, one out. They do not score. What a play. Right, if that doesn't fire up. Right to the glove. Not really, because he backhanded it. I think you were a little pumped up right there. That got me pumped up as well. That'll be on SportsCenter Top 10 tonight. The Mets have already reposted it. Now, it's a good play from McLean, but Beatty would have been right there. So, yeah, it was hit right back up the middle. It would have been close. If he didn't make the play, it would have been close to see if Beatty would have gotten the double play. I have no idea. I don't watch. The only time I watch ESPN is when baseball is on or football is on. That's it. He just smiles. Beatty fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Good job, McLean. Kept his cool. I heard you say double play, bases loaded. Let's go. Yep, they had bases loaded and one out, and McLean turned two. And Beatty rips one, base hit in the right center field. A leadoff single. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Gelb's talking to the parents. That's funny. Outside 1-0. Lucked out. Only Americans say lucked out. Makes no sense. And that one ripped out to right, and fair ball down in the right field corner. Beatty will head to third. They're going to send him. The relay throw will not be made, and the Mets take a 1-0 lead. Lindor stays hot with an RBI double. Darren says this kid has composure. Didn't throw the ball away. That's what I was worried about. They overthrew the lead cutoff man, and that's why he scored. Here's Soto. Down low, 1-0. Let's go, Lindor. Wow. Let's go. Lindor's been on fire. Let's go. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. Lindor is heating up. Soto fakes a bunt. 1-2. Fouls a bunt, I should say. I don't know. I have no idea. Down low, 2-2. The 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on a miss to the ball down low. 1 away. Yep. That's why I like Gelbsy. Yeah, great job by Gelbsy. Sometimes rookies can inject energy to the veteran players. Absolutely. Here's Nimmo. He's 1 for 1 with a single. There's a strike. Oh, no, called the ball. 1-0. Roman says, how did the Mets score? A leadoff single by Beatty and a double by Lindor. And that's where we stand. Lindor still on second base with 1 out here. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Yes, Gelbs is great when he's not calling the game. Agreed. Pickoff throw, not in time. Raymond saying, get another hit, Nimmo. Beatty's hustle. Beatty had a hustle to get home, yeah. And they missed the cutoff, too, so that helped. In that situation, it was horrible. I never want him bunting. A runner on second and nobody out. I don't need you to bunt. We're not down by a run. Bottom of the 9th, you want to try to tie the game or something? I didn't see where the infield was playing either, so. But he's got 30 home runs. I don't need him bunting. Up high, 2-2. Keith, the 2-2. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Gina's here. What's up, Gina? I don't think that was a call from Mendoza. I don't think Mendoza tells him what to do. The 2-2 to Nimmo. Inside, ball 3. Leo says, come on, Mets. PAS Nation, Adrenaline Junkies. The 3-2. And fouled off. We'll do it again. That's why I don't know, Ron. I don't know where the infield was playing in. If the infield was back, it would have been for a base hit. But I still don't want Soto doing it. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4. That'll bring up Alonso with runners on first and second and 1 out here. Alonso right now third in baseball with 99 RBIs. 1 behind Raleigh, 2 behind Schwarber. So with a 3-run Polar Bear blast here, he can move into first place. Daniel Berry is here saying happy Saturday. Hey everyone. What's up, Daniel Berry? Don't know what the delay is here. Raymond says, come on, Pete, drive one here. Let's go, Mets. Nice at bat. Vintage Nimmo. What's up, George? If I have not said hello. Stephen K saying I'm calling Polar Blast. The first pitch to Pete. Woo deals. Inside 1-0. And that one lined in the right. And it'll hold up. Come on. Cannot get that ball to drop. That'll bring up McNeil. What's up, Travis? Saying hi. Welcome in. Woo up to 49 pitches here. So Mets doing a good job of making them work. In for a strike, 0-1. Raymond says, just watch the replay with Nolan making the backhand. That was awesome. Right? Let's get a hit. Need another run. Well, that cigarette didn't do the trick. The 0-1 to McNeil. Whoa. Disengagement. Welcome into the 138 people in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Outside, 1-1. Mets really need this win, Joseph says. Welcome in, Joseph. New name in the chat. Make no hits. Remember, that's what we called them last year. And then he got hot. The 1-1. And fouled off 1-2. The Mets and Mariners are tomorrow night's game, 7 o'clock. Then an off day on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday against the Nats. We'll be live for all 3 again of those. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Sean saying hi to everybody. Welcome back in, Sean. Bounce in the dirt. It gets away. And the runners advance. Oh, Lindor goes to third. Do not know why Nimmo stayed at first base. Only my opinion, Beatty should be the third baseman the rest of the way. Agreed. The 3-2 from Wu. Mets with 1 run home in the inning so far. Runners on the corners for McNeil. The 3-2. And that one pulled. Down to first. Naylor will make the play. That'll retire the side. So the Mets only get the 1. But it's 1-0 as we head to the 4th. Yeah, Nimrod not paying attention, right? The Mets need this like a fish needs water. All right, here we go. Let's look at some other scores once again. '49ers and Raiders, the only football action going on right now. They are tied up at 10. Only final today in baseball, the Cubs beat the Pirates 3-1. The Blue Jays have an 11-1 lead over the Rangers. Phillies and Nats no score in the 5th. Red Sox up 6-0 over the Marlins. Brewers and Reds tonight at 6:40. Braves and Guardians at 7. O's and Astros at 7. White Sox, Royals, Tigers, Twins, Yankees, Cardinals, all at 7 o'clock as well. Diamondbacks, Rockies at 8. Rays and Giants at 9. Padres and Dodgers at 9. And Angels and A's at 10 o'clock. But let's come over back to the chat. Is it me or was that a long half inning? That was a long half inning. Wasted opportunity. Up. I'm sure by the end of the season we'll have a better playoff spot. No. Don't worry about the end of the season. Worry about right now. No, he got the barrel on it. And he just hit it right to the first baseman. And he took it to the bag. No idea, Steven. I did take a parlay today. Mets plus 1.5. Outside, 2-0. Boston money line. Mets money line. Oh, Yankees money line. And Houston plus 1.5. He felt brave today and took our Mets. There's a strike, 2-1. No idea. I don't know if he's on a pitch count. The 2-1. And chop. Packed to McLean. Over to first. 1 away. Yep. We can get those games back one day at a time. See what happens. Exactly. Here's Suarez. He grounded out his first time to short. And check swing foul, 0-1. Depending on what kind of trouble he gets into, I'm going to say they probably let him go through 5. And a ground ball foul, 0-2. The 0-2, up and in, 1-2. Yes, we DFA'd Blackburn. Yep. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. I was surprised it was Blackburn. Playing the man. So far. The 1-2. Fouled off again. Billy Mack is here. What's up, Billy Mack? Blackburn had a good out. Yeah, that's why I was surprised it was him. The 1-2. The check swing foul. We'll do it again. Yeah. Montas's contract. The 1-2. That's what he said. He said, we're going to be on TV. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 5 strikeouts. Is this going to be on TV, they said? Yeah, kids, come on. That'll bring up Polanco. He popped out the short his first time. No, he's at too many. He's at 70 pitches already. Unless he can get a couple. Unless he can get a quick 5th and 6th inning, I don't think so. In for a strike, 0-1. Charles is here. Charles has been in and out of the chat. There's a couple streamers going on right now, so Charles probably making the rounds. On the outside corner, 0-2. Salute, John. I'm upset. I'm upset I'm late. How's the game and how's McLean? McLean's very sharp. Had a rough beginning to the 3rd inning, but got out of it with the double play. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 6 strikeouts. We go bottom 4. Still 1-0 Mets. Natalie says, I'm excited to see the Mets play in Williamsport tomorrow. Welcome in. 8 new subscribers so far. Welcome in. Let us know if you're new here. McLean, four innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Yep. Ron, come up with something better to say, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. McLean didn't give up any runs in the 4th inning. For the Mets with this 1-0 lead, it's Alvarez, Mullins, and Mauricio. No, he's got 6 strikeouts. George saying alert, alert, hit that like and subscribe. Come on. Thank you, George. The batters need to be inspired with this kid's outing and give him some runs. Tong will not be this year. 6 strikeouts, yep. But the next time through the rotation and fouled off 0-1. Yeah, if these guys, once again, don't do their job, Sproat will absolutely be the next one called up. DO1. Down low. 1-1. Darren says, let's get some runs. Raymond also says, get it going, Alvarez. The 1-1. They're called a strike. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Swung on a miss, way outside. Come on, dude. Sometimes Alvarez looks great, and then other times, unbelievable. Exactly, Frank. The 4th wasn't evil. Yeah, come on, Zuko. Let's go. Wood just knocked in the first 2 runs of the game. 5th inning. Let's go. Ooh, that one in for a strike. That looked a little low. Mullins struck out his first time. The 0-1. Inside 1-1. Darren says, let's get some runs. In for a strike, 1-2. Mullins takes the timeout here. The 1-2. And that one lifted out to left. Rosarena will make the catch, 2 away. Right there. And popped up foul. 0-1. The 0-1. Up and in. Whoa. I don't know how that didn't hit Mauricio. We were making Moo work. Must have changed something around. That's still up over 60 pitches. That's high. Camilo saying hi. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm a Jets fan. Swung on a missed. 1-2. Yep, good pitching, no hitting. Score 9 runs, give up 11. Correct, William? All right, Ron, I don't need play-by-play of that game in the chat, dude. Up high, 2-2. You want to talk about the Phillies-Nats game, go hang out and play-by-play with JJ. The 2-2. Foul tipped and held on by the catcher. 1-2-3 again. Alvarez, Mullins, and Mauricio both times. 1-2-3. We go to the 5th. Still 1-0 Mets. I'm more worried about the Cincy game, right? Well, I don't know. Natalie says this is a good channel to subscribe to. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate the kind words. Let's go. 129 in the chat right now. 48 likes. Daniel says, hello again, John, this time from Dresden, Germany. Welcome back in, Daniel. Are you on holiday? Yeah, Stoney was here. What day? Was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah, Stoney's been here. Raymond says, let's go Nolan. Focus up, Mets. Yeah, but I don't need play-by-play in the chat, dude. That's lined in the left. Letting us know they took a 2-0 lead was good. I didn't need 3 messages about it. That'll bring up Crawford, who walked his first time. Miller saying, go Mets, go. And ripped foul, 0-1. Sure be nice to see Mauricio start hitting. What do you mean? Mauricio went 2 for 4 last night. The 0-1. Outside and it gets away. Come on, Alvarez. Thank you for subscribing. Not quite. Next week, I am competing in something called the World Transplant Games, where people across the world who have had an organ transplant represent countries, sort of like the Olympics. Very cool. Good luck. And that one popped up. Lindor makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Wow, that ball was going to drop in. Up to 71.99 on the subscriber count. Let's go. Nice catches, Caps. Web gem game, yup. And that one popped up. Foul territory. Alvarez gives chase. It'll go out of play, though. 0-1. And there's 7,200. Let's go. What a week it's been, guys. Last Sunday is the day we got to 7,000. And we have gained 200 subs this week. Unbelievable. DO1. They're in for a strike 0-2. What did they say was the Major League, the Met debut strikeout? 9. DO2. Pop foul. Oh, 11. Thank you, Darren. Grats, thank you. Yeah, what a play by Lindor, right? Yeah, let us know, Daniel. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That's 7. Back to the top of the lineup against the Rosarena for the 3rd time. Which he might give him this batter. But it might be his last inning. Just because it's the 3rd time through, he might not want him to see him the 3rd time through. In for, inside 1-0. 2 out, runner still on second here. And grounded, Pete's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself. We're halfway through. It's still 1-0 Mets. Runner on second and nobody out, and they don't score. We're halfway through once again. And that was a quick inning. So they might let him come out for one more. I don't know. See, Jonathan, pitch count wise, they should let him come out. But do they want him they want the batters to see him the 3rd time through? So I don't know. Darnell says, "Yo, John, always love your play-by-play, man. When I'm at work, that double play call had me going. Awesome work, man. Thank you so much, Darnell." Way to get through the inning. But yeah, man, what a week. 200 new subscribers this week. We're still showing up every day. Even though the Mets are not showing up every day. Stop giving McLean the DeGrom treatment. We need runs. Yep, and it'll be 9-1-2. Beatty, Lindor, and Soto. Yeah, Darren. Now Darren says, "Let's get some insurance runs, please." On the big TV, there's a commercial for Dairy Queen, unsponsored, by the way, for their food. You know, I had never had Dairy Queen food until about a week ago. Mrs. PAS stopped on her way home and got a burger for me from there. It was actually pretty good. It was better than a McDonald's burger. Oh, did they? I don't remember that. I remember, of course, I remember the ice cream, but I didn't know Cliffs did food. 82 pitches. I'd bring him back out. Even though it's the 3rd time through the lineup. And it's the heart of the lineup. Rolly, Rodriguez, and Naylor. Yeah, kind of like Davy Dogs. That's where all this all this Big John came into effect. And that one lifted foul down the left field side. Out of play. I was working at that Exxon station there. And at the end of their night, they would bring over the leftover hot dogs. So I'd always have a giant plate of hot dogs at the end of the night. The 0-2. Up high, 1-2. I'd like to see him go out with no runs. Good way to start. Yeah, let's get this kid some run support, right? The 1-2 to Beatty. Swung on a missed. I know where it is. I grew up right down the street from there. Carla says your play calling is excellent. Thank you, Nurse Carla. Up high, 1-0. Lindor hit the RBI double his last time. That's where we still stand at 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Darnell with the $5 super chat. Gotta show you some love, man. And the Mets better win for this kid. LFGM. Darnell, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you going above and beyond to support us in that way. Outside. 2-1. Oh, yeah, Joe's down in Kenville, right? The 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2. Timeout here by Lindor. Outside. Oh, is that really? Is that where you guys were? Nice. And a timeout here. We're up to 7202 on the subscriber count. Welcome into the new subscribers. Let us know who you're rooting for. Oh, I missed that one. Kathy, thank you for subscribing. The 3-2. And that one chopped to first. Naylor's got it. Hopefully fit the woo. 2 away. Get your popcorn and soda and enjoy the game. Nice. And Soto fouls it off 0-1. Kathy says, love the Yankees and the Mets. Well, welcome in. How about when they play each other? Who do you cheer for? That's the question. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. The Yankees. There you go. So you're a Yankee fan. Fouled off, 1-2. Well, Jonathan said he's tired of the Juan Solo crap. Well, then he needs to start hitting with people on base. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. And even Cap says this is the time Soto hits a home run when it's Solo. But right now, even though it would be a solo shot, it'd be a big home run. The 2-2. Outside. And low, 3-2. Even if we don't get runs, leave him with that donut. Donut. The 3-2. And that one lifted up out to left. Oh my goodness, they run into each other, or they bump into each other, I should say. But a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 6th, still 1-0 Mets. He said easy homer. Write down our numbers here. Let's go. Got the 55 likes on the stream today. Take that. We'll take a look at some of the other scores going on. I know I have the scoreboard rotating there, but let's take a look. Working on another cool project. Third quarter action in the NFL. The Raiders have a 13-10 lead over the 49ers. Genty, 7 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Early Simpsons are the best. Yep. Eric's here saying, when are they going to pitch and hit in the same game? Yeah, right? Yeah, but still make the catch? Yes, they bumped into, the two outfielders bumped into each other. One did not back off the other one. They're lucky they weren't going full speed. A respectful hello to John, Mrs. PAS in the chat. What's up, Stanley? Of course, Atlanta plays Acuna. It doesn't matter. We can't beat them without them. And a chopper foul. McLean's still on the mound here. Raleigh's 1 for 1. A walk and a single. Reached base both times. Outside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Soto up in the pen. The 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2. Little guy. Always great to see a new Mets fan. No, let them pick. Let them pick their own teams, man. Don't make them suffer. .85 pitches here by McLean. The 2-2 to Raleigh. He already signed him to a minor league contract. Up high, 3-2. The 3-2. Way outside, ball 4. That might be it. That might be it for McLean. Nope. Mendoza's not moving. Ron says, if it weren't for your live chat and the rookie, I would have been mowing the lawn. I'm not a Philly fan. I think keeping him in only gets in trouble with Smart, with the luck of the relief. And a chopper foul. Jonathan says, what is this 6th inning you speak of? 6th inning? Who's in the 6th inning? Oh, and 1 to count. I swung on a miss. There's this. I'm not sure if that was the slider. Out. 0-2 to count here. Raymond says, get a double play here. Outside, 1-2. Starters can go beyond 5? 5? That's giving the Mets starters credit. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. 8 strikeouts. What is Mendoza doing? I don't agree with this. And Mendoza's taking him out. Great ovation from the crowd. I don't agree with this. Maybe because it's Naylor? Maybe they had a 90 pitch count on him. I don't know, but because he was at 91, so boo that manager. It would be a shame if they lose this game for this kid. Agreed, Jake. Ron says ridiculous. Yup. If this gets... Oh, Mendy gets the pink slip. Awesome debut for our top 3 prospect. Agreed. He's got to stay. You can't send him back down now. Not after this performance. Mendoza just might. Right, Steve? Oh, what does that have to do with anything I'm doing here, John? I'm not a basketball fan, so what does that have to do with anything? We'll wait for your response. Caps has agreed he earned another start. Best example why Mendoza has no clue. Okay, great job. Now back to AAA. Part of the grand plan. I hope not. McLean was on his game. Yep. We've seen, yeah, best pitching performance we've seen in weeks. Exactly. Inside 1-0. Yep, Mendoza sticks to analytics. Well, let's see if it pays off. We all don't agree with it, but let's see. And a ground ball foul, 1-1. Welcome into the 18 new subscribers today. Appreciate you supporting the channel by hitting that subscribe button. Okay. Yeah, me too. The 1-1 from Soto. And that one ripped out to right. Soto back at the track will make the catch. 2 away. Well, they're not going to take him out in the middle of an at-bat, Jonathan. unless there was an injury. Got it in. Suarez is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. In for a strike, 0-1. All as I know, I don't want to see Helsley near the bullpen. Not today. Let's go, Soto. Let's go, Mets. What's up, gold-blooded? Yankees are hot dog water. Swung on a miss, 0-2. McLean must stay on our roster, no doubt about it. Without him, we don't have a chance. The 0-2 from Soto. Bounced in the dirt. The throw down to second. Alvarez needs to stop throwing the ball, dude. His last 3 stolen trying to catch runners have all gone into the outfield. My goodness. The 1-2. Bounced in the dirt. Blocked that one. 2-2. Yep, Celia agrees with us. Would have left McLean in, but it is what it is. Charles is back. Welcome back in, Charles. Come on, let's get out of this. McLean is responsible for that runner on third. The 2-2. Soto deals. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Let's go. We go bottom 6. Mets have that 1-0 lead. So McLean 5 1/3 scoreless. And right now in the line if the Mets can hold on to this lead for the win. Charles saying smash them free subs and hit the like button. Let's go. LV is beyond lackadaisical. With his throwing, yes. Man, his blocking the plate has been good. Charles says MLB baseball action live streaming now on the PAS network. Yeah, got to grow up a little bit and make better decisions and better throws. Yep. Everything. The last three or four throws down to second base, all bounced in the dirt and in the center field. How does Soto allow a slow catcher to get a good lead? Well, I don't know how slow he is. He's got the now with that stolen base, he's got 14 on the year, so he's not too slow. Oh no, Alvarez! No, this makes no sense. Piazza couldn't throw a runner out either. What do you mean you're 50-50 on the toss to second? Nice, Soto. Thank you. Come on, boys. Let's get a few runs here. Let's go insurance time. And it'll be Nimmo, Alonso, and McNeil coming up. In for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 from Wu. Excuse me. Man. Up high, 1-1. Speed strike. McLean looked good today, Robert. Had that third inning when he walked back-to-back leadoff batters. Was his only struggle. And a chopper to second. Young over to first, one away. It'll be George Kirby against Clay Holmes tomorrow. Cap says, so true, Big John. Piazza threw out only 23% below the league average. Yup. Can't ask for a better performance from the kid. Now we got to back him up. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never finish. Without consistency, you'll... No. Try it again, Charles. Up and in. One. Oh, called a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 to Pete. And pop foul 0-2. It was someone else, I forgot, who had good pop-up release to throw people out. McCann. What was his name? James McCann. Impressed with McLean's performance. He was fun to watch. Yo, what up, Elgood? Can the bullpen hold the lead is the question. Ooh, just missed. 1-2. They thought it was strike 3. So we can send Montas down with McLean. No. Montas will have to get DFA'd. In for a strike. Second time Alonso struck out looking today. I don't know what the Mets are complaining about. It was a strike. Sorry I'm late. Had a family party. Luckily I was able to watch McLean though. Nice. Alvy needs to learn from Terens about defense. Correct. Here's McNeil. And he rips one. Oh, off the glove at second. And that'll be an infield single. Phillies losing. We need all the help we can get. I'll take the hit. Here's Alvarez. Swinging at that sweeper again that's outside. 0-1. Yep, and he can't lay off it, Jonathan. DO1. Pickoff throw, not in time. Yeah, we all know. It's the Washington Nationals. We all saw that stat. And a base hit up the middle. Back-to-back 2-out singles here. That'll bring up Mullins. No, SNY showed it. Oh, good. Kev says Nolan has a good fastball that sneaks into lefties like Maddox. Pitching coach is out. Bizzardo and Vargas getting warmed up in the Mariners bullpen. Charles says, got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Big hit, Mullins. Come on. Love the 2-out hitting. Yeah, let's go. The kids' highlights. Debut is going on MLB TV highlights. Well, I clipped the double play. I hope my call was good. I want to hear it. And if the Mets win, of course, I'll repost it. Inside, 1-0. Raymond says, little hit, Cedric. And popped up. It'll go out of play. 1-1. Yeah, chain call. John was wondering if the headphones vanished. No, they did not. They did not. The 1-1 to Mullins. Down low, 2-1. Did he go? Can't see you here. What do you mean you can't see me? Oh yeah, because they're showing the game, right? Not a fan. Not a fan. The 2-1. That swung on a miss. That would have been ball 3. 2-2 to count. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Scott Service. What happened to him? What do you mean? Who's Scott Service? Why is that name familiar? Wu stepped off the mound. Oh, I don't know. The 3-2 to Mullins. Inside and low, ball 4. That'll load the bases. I don't know. What do you do? Do you... And they're going to keep him in. Looking juicy out there. Bases loaded. All with 2 outs here. I don't know. I don't like Mauricio batting here. Steven, yeah, that's what Jonathan said. Steven, thank you. Mauricio fouls it off, 0-1. Let's go right here. Mauricio, please. Yeah, he keeps swinging at the high fastball. You got to keep throwing it, right? The 0-1. And popped him up. Naylor in fair territory will make the catch. And the Mets load the bases all with 2 outs and do not score. We go to the 7th. Still 1-0 Mets. Polanco, Canzone, and Crawford coming up. Yep. Can't do nothing about it. They didn't make a trade for a third baseman at the deadline like I wanted. We could have had Suarez, but nope. Time to crack the crate of Pepto. But we go to the 7th once again. It'll be Polanco, Canzone, and Crawford, depending on pinch hitters. Nats have a 2-0 lead over the Phillies. That game going to the 9th. The Red Sox up 7-1 over the Marlins in the 7th. And this game, the only other game going on right now. Cubs beat the Pirates 3-1, and the Blue Jays beat the Rangers 14-2. Soto's still on the mound here for the Mets. Mendoza, come on, your fault. When the Mets hit, they can't pitch. When the Mets pitch, they can't hit, right? Mauricio was an automatic out just now. Needed to be a pinch hit for. Sherry, we don't care about the Blue Jays here. We're not Blue Jays fans. We're Mets fans here. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't, George. I don't know. I don't know if maybe he wasn't available. I don't know. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Yeah, right? I need to know what happened to Cope. Hopefully he's okay. Deal 1 from Soto. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. She's been posting what's going on in the Blue Jays game. Like, come on. Can we stand the guys back down? Swung on a miss, 1-2. Who, Nikki? Who we sending back down? Who are you asking about? Not everybody's got options left. Bounce in the dirt. I suck just like the Mets. Thank you. You're welcome. He went. No, 3-2. Come on. Reed Garrett now getting warmed up in the Met pen. Yes, we can send Mauricio back down. The 3-2. And a ground ball is short. Lindor's got it. Over to first. One away. Wonder if that'll be it for Soto. Nope, Canzone will come up. You sure? Says the Mets will win this one. Sealy even says, Sherry, who cares about the Blue Jays? Exactly. Oh, no, not Garrett. Dumb. You're fun at parties, aren't you, Frenzy? Swung on a miss, 0-2. Kev says 1-run lead feels like 0.0001 lead. I mean, we're in the 7th inning. We're not down. I shouldn't say that. Yo, I don't want to hear the bells. DO2. Down low, 1-2. Rookie did a very good job. He did. And a broken bat down the... Oh, it's foul. IB, sorry. I'm sorry. The 1-2. And he went, struck him out, 2 away. When was the last time you went to see the Mets live? Early 2000s? Bounce down low, 1-0. The 1-0. And that one popped off. Foul. Oh, 1-1. I'll take that from McLean. Better than the rest of the pitchers we got. Yep. Kev says Ron Dollard compared Nolan's off speed to David Cohn's. Good comp. Gina says 8-6. Nice. Thank you, Darren. And a ground ball to second. Beatty's got it. Over to first, and that'll retire the side. Stand up and stretch, everybody. Going bottom 7. Mets still up 1-0. Let me catch back up to the chat here. Natalie says, wow, I left for a minute because I thought there was a pitching change and I missed a strikeout. I'm liking this dude, Soto. Might have to keep him. The pitcher, the outfielder. Charles says, your support on the PAS network is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Silent listeners and viewers included. Because I don't live anywhere near there. I'm not driving 2 hours each way to go to a Met game. And I do this every game. Phillies lost 2-0. Yep. Great job, Soto. And I don't mean Juan. Oh. Soto's been the best trade deadline pickup. Soto's been good, and the other reliever's been pretty good. Rogers has been pretty good. Raleigh is the toughest out, so no weakness. Rodriguez chases sliders like Albie. Rogers, thank you. Caps. Soto hasn't given up a run. Very nice. Where are we at on the sub count? We're at 20 right now for the day. That's exactly what Frank T predicted. We still got 2.5 innings to go. Oh, an inning and a half to go, I should say. New pitcher here. Beatty will lead it off. Why would it be shot? Yeah, well, the Mets have to stop bringing them in with inherited runners. A lot of relievers aren't good at that. Inside, 1-0. They check down at third, no swing. The Phillies are struggling, man. Like, even though they have a 6-game lead over the Mets, they are, if they were playing better, it'd be a 10-game lead. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Keep both Sotos. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. And that one, a broken bat, but that'll fall in for a base hit. A leadoff single for Beatty. He's 2 for 3 today. Scored the Met run. Beatty seems like he's getting better versus left-handed pitching. Please get another run at least. Is all good. Beatty goes! The pitch is inside! And it's a stolen base. 6th stolen base of the year. 38 in a row by the Mets. So runner on second and nobody out for Lindor. Now Lindor's a batter I wouldn't mind dropping down a bunt. And he faked the bunt and it's low, 2-0. Get something going, guys. Nice, Beatty. Give us some run support, please. New franchise record, correct, and only 2 off the MLB all-time record. Timeout here by Lindor. Yes, bunt, manufacturer run. The 2-0. What do we have here? A home plate umpire telling the pitcher, you got to look at the batter. No. I would not pinch run for Beatty. The 2-0. And he bunts the bunt. He tries to bunt again, 2-1. Is that one foul? Stay hot, Lindor. Good. I'm glad the Phillies are struggling, but we need to get it together. Start a winning streak. Let's go. Concentrate here, says Frank. Edwin Diaz is up. Wow. Why? And that one out to left. That'll drop in for a base hit. Beatty had a hold up, so he makes it to third. And runners on the corner with nobody out. Well, if nothing else, our stealing lab is killing it, right? Honestly, if the Mets play like they were supposed to, we'd be closer to the Phillies right now. We'd be ahead of the Phillies right now if the Mets played. If the Mets played 500 baseball over the last 3 weeks, they'd be ahead of the Phillies. 9-1-2. 9-1-2 in the 8th inning. The infield's playing back. In for a strike, 0-1 to Soto. Diaz up because Mendoza's desperate for a win. I guess he could go 2 innings, right? The 0-1. Swung on a miss. Come on, Soto. This guy has not been able to hit all season long for the Mets with people on base. Yeah, I'm just trying to get in Mendoza's head here. The 0-2. Pickoff throw over to first. Not in time. Leo says all you need is a sacrifice fly. The 0-2. And the throw down to second, not in time. $20 stolen bases for Lindor. Fifth 2020 season for Lindor. 20 homers, 20 stolen bases. Only MLB shortstop in history to have 5. 5 years of doing that. And Soto pops one out to center. Rodriguez over to make the catch. It's a sacrifice fly, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead. Let's go. Beatty has scored both runs. No, yeah, but after the first strike, they brought him back in. They want Diaz. Oh, up and in. Did he go? No, 1-0. Soto gets an RBI. Up. Let's go. Soto sack. Well done. Ferguson steps off, but no throw to second. George says yes. Soto. Down low, 2-0. Love the small ball run. Make things happen. Agreed. With the left-handed hitter up, I would not go either, Ronnie. Not like he can hear me. The 2-0 to Nimmo. Swung on a miss. 2-1. The 2-1 from Ferguson. He deals to Nimmo. And that one line. Base hit in the left field. Lindor on his way to third. They're gonna wave him around to throw to the plate. Is in plenty of time. Another. Oh, we need a new third base coach, dude. It's hitting shallow left field. Why are you sending him? And Lindor had to hold up to make sure it got through before he went. Exactly, Elgood. Why did he send him? My goodness, dude. He's sending people when he shouldn't, and he's holding people when he should send them. But nobody's held accountable on this team, so. It should be first and third right now for Pete, with one out. Bad send by the third base coach. Yup. Wasn't even hit far out. Right, exactly. And he had to hold up to make sure the ball went through. Third baseman needs to be fired, right? Y'all, third base coach has cost you all so many times. Wild. Same thing happened in Milwaukee. Wow, I saw it in slow-mo and it was such a bad send. Yep. Fire Mike Sauerbaugh. Like now. Like, dude, go. Just go. Send somebody else out there. Robbins. Who's the bench coach? Send him out there for now. But we're getting a pitching change here for Alonso. Third base coach Munch says is the worst success rate in MLB. I feel bad for Lindor. Yep. It wasn't even close. Don't send him alone. Send him with Montas. As a non-Mets fan, it feels to me like you got to clean house with coaching. Correct. And Pete grounds one. Base hit. That's a fair ball. And that'll score a run. Alonso on his way to second. 100 RBIs for the Polar Bear. And it's 3-0. Fourth time in his career he's driven in 100 or more runs. Only 31 behind the all-time Met record. Yeah, Mets are struggling to win games and Sauerbaugh screws us again. Now we can score 2. Should be 4-0. Congrats, Pete. 100. Here's McNeil. He singled his last time. Chops it foul. 0-1. So the Mets with 2 runs in the inning now lead 3-0. Caleb Ferguson goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 runs. Down low, 1-1. Yes, love it. Thanks, Polar Bear. They should at least be second and third with one out. Correct, all good. Come on, Jeff. Let's go, buddy. Wow, 100 RBIs. Congrats, Pete. Swung on a miss, 1 and 2. Yeah, the only coach worth is the first base coach. Yep. The 1-2. And swung on a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. But the Mets at a 2 spot. Now lead 3-0 heading to the 8th. And Diaz will be coming in. 9-1-2 for the Mariners coming up. Let's go. 100 RBIs. Yes. Once again, thank you all so much today for all the views, all the watch time, all the new subscribers. Manager, I have to go talk to the third base coach. Nolan deserves a win. And if now, as long as the Mets hold on to this 3-0 lead, he will get the win. Yes, we need all the players to step up. That's huge for us. Jackson says, Pete, same number of RBIs as Cal Raleigh. Correct. I'm not telling you, Ivy. Take us with you, dude. You can watch us on a phone. Rewind the stream and go listen. Jason King says, what an awesome name for a pitcher, Nolan McLean. Great start, kid. Mets need to start small ball more often. Sharon says, winning it for cousin Nolan. Charles is back saying, for the best in sports talk with great play-by-play and informative commentary and outstanding coverage with a lively chat conversation, sub to the PAS network. It'll be Diaz in the 8th inning here. 9-1-2. Young is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Diaz coming into tonight, 23 saves, a 1.57 ERA in 46 innings. Cap says Diaz Pepto until otherwise for me. There's a strike 0-1. Come out and attack, baby. We need angry Diaz. Up high, 1-1. Entire bullpen makes me nervous. Understandable right now, Kev. If Lindor had to hesitate, was that a clue? Right? Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Foul tipped. 2-2. The 2-2. And a chopper. Oh, and Diaz put his glove out. Flips it the first. 1 away. One to 3 on the put out. He's got a little smile on his face. Oh, that's a base hit if he doesn't make that play. I was watching to see where Beatty was positioned. A Rosarena now. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. right down the middle, 0-2. Frank says, well, nothing like a Yingling in Pepto. The 0-2. Swung on a missed. He struck him out. 2 away. Gina says, let's go. Here's Raleigh. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Stole a base as well. Outside, 1-0. What was Raleigh last night? Had a home run, a couple doubles, a walk. This kid's tough, man. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. The 2-0. And that one's ripped out to right in front of Soto. A 2-out single. J.J. Smith is back saying hopefully the Mets make the playoffs and your Guardians. Yikes. And that one fouled off, 0-1. Jeff Passan just tweeted out. Philadelphia Phillies ace Zach Wheeler was placed on the 15-day IL with a blood clot near his right shoulder. In for a strike, 0-2. Return timetable is unknown. Yikes. Not a good couple days for Phillies. The 0-2. Swung and missed. We go bottom 8. Still 3-0. Yes, Nola's out also in their closer. Duran just got hurt last night. This team can turn it around. They're too talented. Let's go, boys. It'll be Alvarez, Mullins, and Mauricio coming up. Oh, I did not see Diaz's pitch count. Did anybody see Diaz's pitch count? The only other game going on right now, the Red Sox have a 7-2 lead over the Marlins. Oh, you know what we'll do? I don't know if Rob's doing post game. Wardy doesn't allow redirects. I will redirect over to Dr. Delay. Dr. Delay is going live, and he's got the Brewers Reds game tonight. So we can chat it up with Dr. Delay as those things are happening. I'll be watching my Jets tonight as well. Not doing a live stream. Let me come back over to the chat here. Angry Diaz is what the Mets need. Exactly, Frank. If we can get through this game, hopefully this will be the spark they needed to start our run, right? Now, where has this pitching been for the last month? Down in the minor leagues. 14, thank you. That's it? Oh, yeah, he's definitely coming out. El Good says 14 as well. So he'll definitely come out for the ninth. Cap says 14 pitches, 10 strikes. George says, let's go Jets. Come on. Wonder if my guy Greenbean will be live for the Jets game tonight. Maybe I'll watch him. I don't wish injuries on anyone, but if Aaron Judge doesn't get injured, I don't see us making the playoffs. Charles says, host, great play-by-play with informative commentary. Called a strike, 0-1. Legumina, the new pitcher here. Diaz dazzled that inning. Alvarez lays off of that one, 1-1. Let's go Jets, says Nikki. Smash them free subs and hit that like button, says Charles. Now bring up Sprout, right? The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Billy saying, let's go Big Blue. Nobody. I let Diaz work again. Kev, he only had 14 pitches. Natalie says, let's go Jets. I wonder if Green Bean will be live. If not, I highly doubt Ryan will be live, but... Oh, called a strike, 2-2. That looked inside. But let's set up redirects over to Dr. Delay for the Brewers-Reds game. And a chopper in front of the plate. Foul ball. Oh, Green Bean Jets fan will be live for the game. And a hit up the middle, but played perfect there. Over to first, one away. But we'll set up over to Dr. Delay, who's got the Brewers and Reds. Best day ever. He said that's true. And that one ripped foul, 0-2. We sweep y'all, but then we lose 1 to Miami, and we lost yesterday to the Braves. And y'all are way better and talented than most of them. Jets media is doing the Jets game. Yeah. I don't want this to sound bad. I'm just not a fan of Richie. Nothing wrong with him. I'm just not a fan. Big fan of Green Bean, Matt O'Leary, and Ryan at Jets Talk 24 at Jets Talk 24/7. That's Gelbs Jr. Yeah. LFGM. DO2. And popped up. It'll go foul. Still 0-2. Outside. Yeah, they're my favorite. I love those guys. Yeah, those guys are great. Up high, 2-2. George says, what a cool kid. Remember bringing the 2-2 fouled off. We'll do it again. George says, remember bringing my son to Shea and City. Sacred memories. Very cool. No, Marte is not playing. The 2-2. And a called strike 3. Mullins 0 for 3 today. With a walk. It'll be Naylor, Suarez, and Polanco in the ninth. In for a strike. No, call the ball 1-0. Jason says, hope we go on a winning. That doesn't end until September. What is the deal with the Mets? I don't know. 500,000 years? Yeah, can we just have a nice, quiet top of the ninth, please? Right, Jackson? And that one lifted out to left. And it'll be caught. On to the ninth. Mets still up 3-0. Mullins is a 548 OPS for the Mets. Should have just kept playing Taylor. Agreed. And, like, we haven't seen Taylor much, right? Since that happened. Wow. Let's go. Yep, Naylor, Suarez, and Polanco coming up. Thanks again, everybody, so much for the watch hours today. For all the new subscribers, thank you all for hitting the thumbs up as well. When we are done, don't just up and leave. It'll ask you if you want to redirect. I'm sending everybody over to Dr. DeLay. He'll be doing the Pirates, or no, not the Pirates, the Reds and Brewers. I'd bring Taylor in now to play center field. Yes, I agree. Charles says, every time I think I was being rejected from something good, I was actually being redirected to something better. Very nice. Keep it fair, Blue. Let's go. Let's get Dr. DeLay playing so I can hear him when we redirect. But we'll be live again tomorrow. Just going to do the Mets game tomorrow night. I thought about doing the Phillies game tomorrow morning, but no. Dr. DeLay, a new channel. I'm checking in right now. He's up to 488 subscribers, so he's getting there. It is a safe situation for Diaz. It's only 3-0. Gina says, Mr. John, thank you for creating a great community family here. Your hard work is so appreciated. So, well, you are welcome. Thank you all for being a part of it. So, no, it's John. It's not Ron. It's John, not Ron. Respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. I'll let everybody know she said hi. I'll let her know everybody says hello. She's sticking to the rule. Either a Mets World Series championship or a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl before she comes on screen. Frank R is here. Yeah, delay to turn on the lights at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Come on. Frank says PAS is definitely the place to be. Frank projected 20 subs today. We're actually at 25. So awesome stuff, everybody. Welcome in. And we'll start mixing in NFL a little bit more, especially once the regular season starts. But right now, with the Met off day on Monday, way inside from Diaz. Yikes. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, we'll be live for Bengals and Commanders on Monday night because there's no Met game. So come out. We'll talk a little football. They said McLean can win his rookie debut for the Mets at home since Mats. Nice. Swung on a missed. 1-1. Frank's got the Cuban cigars just waiting. Everything feels better after a win. Well, let's hold on to it here, Kev. No worries, Dell. You're good. The 1-1. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Naylor swinging here like the Mariners are still only down 1 run. The 1-2. And popped up out to left, but foul. If you are new here, if you don't want to, no worries if you don't want to subscribe, but make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. We really appreciate that as well. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo will make the catch. 1 away. That one hung up. That'll bring up Suarez, who's 0 for 3. The first pitch, way outside, 1-0. Let's go, says Gina. That absolutely crushed out the left center field, and it's 3-1. We could have had Suarez too. Carlos said 30. Throw it back. Yay! All right, now it's 3-1. Thanks for your support on the PAS network, says Charles. Silent listeners and viewers, and new viewers and subscribers included. There's a strike, 0-1. Charles says, in the morning you have 2 choices. You can either A, continue to dream about your goals, or B, wake up and chase them. Let's go, Diaz. Swung on a miss, 0-2. That was a slider there. SMY had to show Suarez with 0-4. Yeah, but they always show that. Stop trying to think everything's a jinx, man. They show that for every batter. The 0-2. Up high, 1-2. As Frank would say, focus. Diaz, focus. No. What do you mean there goes the win for Nolan? No, it's not. He left with the Mets winning. The Mets are still winning. He's in line for the win. Giving up 1 run is not how it works. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins on the edge of the track will make the catch. 2 away. Peter's here, saying hello all. Damn, I missed a good game. Yes, you did, Peter. He will still get the win, Gina. As long as the Mets don't blow the lead, he will get the win. Only losses matter by runs. How many runs you give up? On the outside corner, 0-1. Let's go, Mets. Come on, 1 more. Thank you, Mr. John, for clarifying. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2, and the Mariners are down to their final strike. crowd gets to its feet. Diaz nods to the plate. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Put it in the books. Oh, he dropped it. Foul ball. He did foul tip it, so he did foul tip it, so we'll do it again. The 0-2. Outside, 2-2. 1-2, excuse me. MLB still has it over. The 1-2. And a grounder. Back to Diaz. He's got it. He'll flip it to Alonso and the ball game is over. Nolan McLean gets the victory in his debut. Diaz gives up the 1 run. And the Mets get back in the win column. I remember what a win is, says Jonathan. Great stuff, everybody. Great game by Nolan and Mendoza. Damn you, Zuko. Let's go. Good to be on the winning side. Congrats, McLean. Perfect ending to it. Jets-Giants game. Yep. So great stuff, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm going to go grab something to eat and then watch my Jets. Good stuff. When I end the stream, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to Dr. DeLay, who's got the Brewers and Reds. So if you want to see what the Reds are doing tonight, make sure you hang out over there. Give him a subscription as well. Get him the 500 subs. And we'll see everybody